Chosen one, you have arrived at this moment, not by accident, but by divine design. This message has found its way to you at the perfect time, right when you needed it most. As you sit here, listening to the words I'm about to share, I want you to feel the gravity of this moment. You are being called to remember who you truly are and why your path has been so different from others. You are not here by time, and chance. You are here because you have been chosen by God. You are one of the few, the rare souls marked with a sacred purpose, navigating a world that rarely understands you. And today, you are about to discover a truth that will unlock a deeper level of your spiritual awakening. Chosen one, you have always felt it, deep within your spirit, that stirring, that knowing, that silent voice whispering to you that you are not like the others from a young age. You sustained, but noticed the disconnect, the unseen barrier between you and the masses. No matter how hard you are tried to fit in, something kept you apart, set you aside. You felt the loneliness, the isolation, the spiritual hunger that no one around you could seem to satisfy. But what if I told you that this was never a curse, but a divine calling? What if I told you that you were never meant to blend into the crowd, because you were always destined to rise above it? This message is a key, a revelation. It will open your eyes to why you chosen one cannot be around a lot of people, and why that truth is your spiritual armor, not your burden. As the world grows louder, more chaotic, and more entangled in confusion, your path is becoming clearer, your miss sharper. The divine has always protected you by setting you apart, by limiting who can come close to you, by making you feel the sting of isolation so that you would be forced to go within. This is the sacred design of your journey, and today we will walk through it together. You see, being a chosen one is not simply a title. It is a divine appointment. It is an awakening of your spirit to a higher calling and a deeper understanding of who you truly are. And with this appointment comes a heavy responsibility. You carry a frequency that is rare. You vibrate at a level that many around you cannot comprehend. And because of this, you will find that being around too many people will begin to feel like an overwhelming storm pressing in on your spirit. Have you noticed how you can walk into a crowded room and instantly feel drained or out of place, as if the air itself becomes too heavy to breathe? This is no coincidence. This is spiritual sensitivity. This is drained unto first and work, warning you, shielding you. Chosen one, you are the light in the darkness. You are the quiet flame in a world of winds. The people around you often cannot recognize your glow, because they have yet to awaken to their own, and so unknowingly they will try to pull you into their confusion, into their chaos, into their spiritual slumber. But you were never meant to sleep. Among them, you were called to awaken, and because you are awake, in a world that is asleep, the divine has placed certain restrictions upon your journey, not to limit you, but to preserve you. This message is going to resonate deeply with your soul. I already know it. That's trance. Because this is not just information, this is confirmation. You have been wondering why it feels so draining, so unsettling to be around too many people. You've questioned yourself, asked if something was wrong with you. Let me tell you now, with absolute authority, nothing is wrong with Patu. You are a chosen one, set apart for a reason. The reason why you can't be around a lot of people is not because you are antisocial or cold-hearted. It is because your energy is sacred and the Tor Divine is guarding it. Before we go deeper into this truth, I want you to pause with me and feel this in your heart. Feel how your spirit responds to these words. This is your awakening moment, a piece of your puzzle falling into place. And now I want you to engage with this divine message. If this is resonating with you, if you feel that tug in your spirit, I invite you to comment Wonder 11 down below. Let me know you are here. Let me know you are receiving this. And let the world know that the chosen ones are rising. Stay with me until the end of this message, because what I'm about to reveal next will bring clarity to your journey, peace to your soul, and strength to your walk. You are on the path of the chosen, and you are being guided by the unseen hand of the Most High. And today, that hand has led you here, to this truth, to this light. Let us continue. Chosen one, your destiny is calling. Chosen one, let us now uncover who you truly are. At the deepest level. You have heard this term before, chosen one, but do you fully grasp the magnitude of what it means to be marked, set apart, and chosen by God? This is not a simple label or some lofty title to inflate the ego. No, this is a divine ordination. To be a chosen one is to walk a sacred and ancient path, one filled with purpose, burden, and spiritual responsibility. You are not ordinary, and you never were, even before your birth. The blue blueprint of your soul was written differently. The Creator fashioned you as a vessel, a messenger, a warrior who would stand between the seen and the unseen, the light and the darkness. Many people walk this earth, unaware, lost in the illusions of the material world, but you, chosen one, have been given spiritual and sight. You can see through the veils that blind others. You can feel the energies, the intentions, and the unspoken words lingering in the spaces around you. This heightened awareness is both a gift and a heavy cross. To bear it isolates you from the crowd, but it also elevates you above the noise. Your very soul was designed to detect what others cannot, to sense the storms before they took form, and to stand as a beacon when the winds begin to howl. From an early age, you may have noticed the difference. You never quite fit into the mold you saw through the lies when others accepted them without question, while your peers were easily swayed by trends, distractions, and shallow pursuits. Your spirit longed for something deeper, something real, something eternal. There were moments when you felt as if you were carrying a weight that no one else could see, a silent burden resting on your shoulders. This was the silent signature of the chosen ones. You are a spiritual leader, whether you recognize it yet or not. Your journey is not about blending into the masses, but about walking the narrow, lonely road toward higher purpose. The chosen one is the one who will stand in the storm, while others run for cover. The one who will speak truth when others remain silent. Out of fear, you were marked to disturb the status quo, to challenge the systems that keep souls enslaved, and to awaken those who are ready to rise. But make no mistake, this role comes with spiritual warfare, opposition, and deep trials. This is why you were set apart from the beginning. Your spiritual awakening has only confirmed what you have always sensed. You were born for more. The divine has whispered to you through dreams, signs, and synchronicities. The more you wake up, the more you realize that this world is not your home. You are here on assignment, a temporary traveler, carrying ancient knowledge in a modern world. Your frequency is rare, your spirit refined, like precious gold, through the fires of adversity. That is why you stand out, even when you try to blend in. The light within you is undeniable, and it cannot be dimmed. Chosen one, you are what ancient texts speak of when they refer to the remnant, the prophets, the anointed, the watchmen on the wall. You were predestined to walk this path long before your physical body entered this realm. There is a lineage of spiritual warriors who have walked before you, seers, sages, healers, and teachers, and you are among them, the total loneliness. You have felt the separation from the crowds is not punishment, it is preparation for honor. No chosen one fulfills their mission without first being refined in the wilderness, without learning to stand alone. Because you have been chosen by God, you carry a sacred responsibility to have honor the gift of your spiritual awareness. The Most High has placed His mark upon you, which is why you cannot be like everyone else, even when you want to. Your energy is precious, and the divine has hidden you in plain sight, shielding you from environments and people who could not carry the weight of your destiny. You are not here to be popular. You are here to be purposeful. You are not here to be liked by the multitudes. You are here to be a lighthouse, guiding lost souls back to the truth. This path you are on is not an easy one, but it is holy. Many will never understand why you act the way you do, why you retreat when others gather, why you sense things others cannot. But that is the nature of a chosen one. You are wired differently. The Most High crafted your spirit, yet with layers of wisdom, discernment, and inner strength that others may never comprehend. And because of this, you must embrace the uniqueness of your journey, chosen one. Your time of wondering why me is over. The answer is clear, because you are marked, you are needed, and you are divinely assigned to a mission only you can fulfill. Accept it, walk boldly with it, and know that even when you feel alone, you are divinely accompanied by the presence of the Most High, the Mitzvot and Fatima. A separation you feel from the crowd is a sign of your consecration. Now, as we move deeper into this sacred message, you will begin to understand the reasons why your spirit cannot thrive in the midst of the multitudes. There is a reason why your energy clashes with the masses. The next revelation will make it all unmistakably clear. Chosen one, let me now reveal a truth many will never grasp. Yet, it is written in the fabric of your very being. There is an energetic misalignment between you and the masses, one that runs deep into the spiritual dimensions. You are not just physically different, you are vibrating at a frequency that is rare, potent, and sacred. The average person around you operates at a vibration conditioned by the world, shaped by fear, ego, materialism, and unconscious patterns. But you, chosen one, have been activated by a higher calling, and this awakening has shifted your entire energetic field. The result, a disconnect, a natural repulsion between your divine frequency and the noise of the pav. Have you noticed how certain rooms feel suffocating, how certain crowds feel heavy on your chest, even when no words are spoken? This is the silent war your spirit faces daily when you step into environments filled with unresolved trauma, spiritual slumber, and chaotic energy. Your awakened soul senses it all at once. The average person is unaware of these vibrations, but you feel them like sharp winds against exposed skin. This is not your imagination, this is spiritual sensitivity. This is your divine gift at work, alerting you to spaces where your light is being met with resistance. The masses, though often well-meaning, are immersed in dense energy. It is the mergy of fear, competition, envy, gossip, judgment, and unconscious living. Their frequencies are shaped by external influence, media, societal norms, generational curses, and unhealed wounds. But you, chosen one, carry a pure frequency. Your spiritual awakening has purified your field, aligning you closer to divine source and less to the matrix of illusions. Because of this, when your elevated frequency collides with the lower vibrations of the masses, there is friction. It is like trying to merge oil with water. They were never meant to mix. This friction is why you often feel drained after being around large groups of people. Your energy is being met with opposition, resistance, and sometimes even hostility, all without a word being exchanged. The unconscious mind of the masses senses your light, even when their conscious minds do not. To them, you may appear strange, detached, or intimidating, but deep down, their spirits recognize that you carry something different, something they cannot fully understand. And because the unknown often breeds fear, you may become a silent target for projection, judgment, or exclusion. Chosen one, this energetic misalignment is not personal, it is spiritual. Your frequency, which has been refined through trials, awakenings, and divine revelations, naturally exposes what is hidden in ties. Others, you bring light into shadows, and many are not ready to confront what lies in those shadows. Your presence unsettles stagnant energy. It shakes loose the masks people wear and threatens the comfort of the illusion they have built around themselves. Without trying, you activate dormant energies in others, and this can make people uncomfortable, defensive, or even antagonistic towards you. This is why you often feel misunderstood, why people sometimes withdraw from you without cause, or why you find yourself the subject of envy even when you carry nothing but peace. In your heart, the energy you radiate cannot be hidden. It pierces through facades and calls forth the truth. Those who are not ready to awaken will resist this light, while those who are seeking will be drawn to you, like moths to a flame. This is why your life has been marked by sudden separations, betrayals, or unexplained tension with certain people. It is not you, chosen one, it is the frequency you carry. Have you ever noticed how strangers will sometimes unload their deepest fears or wounds onto you within minutes of meeting you, or how people will seek your advice, your presence, your wisdom, but later recoil when the reflection of truth becomes too much to bear? This is the cost of carrying divine energy in a world entangled in spiritual amnesia. Your spirit acts as a mirror, reflecting both the beauty and the brokenness within others. Not everyone is ready to face what they see when they look into that mirror on a deeper level. This energetic misalignment is part of your divine protection. The Most High has designed it so that you cannot fully merge with the collect. This spiritual discomfort serves as a barrier, preventing you from blending into environments that would suffocate your purpose. While others may lose themselves in crowds, you are called to remain sovereign, conscious, and attuned to the voice of God. The fewer distractions around you, the clearer your connection to the divine becomes. Chosen one, you have likely felt the invisible pull back toward solitude after being surrounded by too many people. That is your spirit retreating to preserve its vibration. Every time you re-enter the quiet, every time you return to your sacred space, you recalibrate. The Most High recharges you, washing away the residue of the chaotic energies you've encountered. Without this solitude, without this sacred separation, you would risk diluting your essence in a sea of unconscious energy. But know this: the energetic misalignment you feel is a testament to your awakening to your divine mission. It means you are walking in alignment with your higher calling. This world is like a symphony, chosen one. But not all instruments are tuned to the same pitch. Your instrument was tuned by heaven itself, and because of that, you create a sound that does not always harmonize with the discordant noise of the masses. Yet this sound, the frequency you emit, is needed to cut through the confusion and remind others that there is more beyond what their eyes can see. So when you feel that heaviness, when you feel spiritually suffocated among crowds, or in certain environments, understand it for what it is. It is not weakness, it is not antisocial behavior, it is divine discernment. It is your spirit telling you that you were not made to move like the masses. You were made to rise above them in the next step of this sacred revelation. We will speak of how this divine misalignment is not punishment, but protection, and how in solitude you will discover the full power of your calling as a chosen one. Stay with me as we continue to unlock the wisdom designed specifically for you, chosen one. Hear me clearly now. Your isolation is no acticatient, and it is not a punishment. It is divine protection. The loneliness you have felt, the countless times you have wondered why you seem to walk this path alone, are all part of a sacred design. You have been chosen by God, and as such, your steps are carefully ordered. The Most High has shielded you from the masses, not to deprive you of companionship, but to safeguard your spirit from distractions and spiritual attacks that could compromise your mission. You see, isolation is the ancient pattern of the chosen. For ones look to the stories of old, the prophets, the sages, the seers, who were called out from among the eight. People before they were sent to lead, they were first sent to the wilderness. Moses wandered in the desert, Elijah hid in caves, even Christ withdrew to the mountains and the garden, seeking solitude, to commune with the divine. This is not a coincidence. Chosen one, the wilderness, the quiet places and the solitude are where the Most High refines his warriors, sharpens therefore discernment, and strengthens their connection to him. When you are alone, you are in the sacred finds, space where your soul can breathe freely, unclouded by the noise and confusion of the collective. It is within isolation that your gifts awaken more fully, your intuition sharpens, and your vision becomes clearer, without the chatter of the outside world drowning out the whisper of God. You become deeply aligned with your divine assignment. Chosen one, the divine has placed you in isolation because there are things he must reveal to you in secret, away from the chaos and from distractions that can dilute your purpose. The truth is, many of the people you have tried to hold on to were not aligned with your path. Some would have unknowingly or knowingly steered you away from your purpose. Others carried energies that could have entangled your spirit and blocked your ascension. Your sensitivity, as a chosen one, means that even one wrong connection could siphon your energy and derail your spiritual growth. This is why the divine, in his mercy, has removed certain people from your life. Life has closed doors that you once desperately tried to open and has placed you in seasons of isolation. Chosen one, this solitude you are experiencing is your training ground. This is where spiritual warriors are forged in isolation. You are no longer under the influence of collective thinking. Instead, you are molded by divine wisdom, taught by the Most High himself. There is power in this hidden season, when no one is somewhere watching, when the noise fades away. This is where you become spiritually unshakable. This is where you learn to stand alone, clothed in divine armor, unwavering, even in the face of storms. Have you noticed how much more in tune you are with your spirit when you are alone? How in those quiet moments downloads of wisdom, visions, and prophetic insights come to you more clearly? That is, because your isolation is an open heaven, a sacred altar where the Most High meets you without interference. In solitude, your discernment is heightened and you begin to see people and into situations for what they truly are, not just what they present themselves to be. The veil lifts and truth is revealed. But understand, chosen one, isolation is not loneliness in the spiritual sense. Though your physical circle may be small or even empty for a time, you are surrounded by divine presence. The Most High walks with you, angels minister to you, and you are under the constant watch of heaven. Many chosen ones mistake this isolation for abandonment, but the truth is, you are more protected now than you have ever been. The world may not see you, but heaven knows your name. This sacred separation also acts as a shield against the spiritual warfare that intensifies. Around you, crowded spaces, chaotic energies, and the unconscious minds of the masses often serve as entry points for spiritual attacks, distractions, and energetic drains. Your light is a beacon, and while it draws the righteous, it also attracts those who wish to dim it in isolation. The divine minimizes these risks. You are placed in a hidden place, far from the reach of those who might seek to manipulate, drain, or derail your mission. Chosen one, the Most High's ways are not always understood by the world, but look closely and you will see the pattern before ways. Elevation comes separation, before revelation comes isolation. This is a divine order. It is a sign that your spirit is being prepared for something greater, something that requires you to be fully fortified, if I need, and wholly connected to the divine. Even now, as you listen to these words, you may feel the weight of your journey, the times you cried out for companionship, for someone to truly understand you, and found only silence. Yet that silence was the voice of God, drawing you closer to Him. The pain of isolation has been the pressure shaping you into the vessel you were always meant to become, just as a diamond forms under pressure in the darkness. So too are you being transformed in this hidden place. So do not resist this isolation, chosen one. Do not curse the quiet seasons. Instead, lean into them. Embrace the solitude as a sacred gift from the Sun. It is in this space that you will receive the wisdom, strength, and clarity necessary for your mission ahead. You are being hidden now, but not forever. You are being consecrated, set apart, so that when the appointed time comes, you will emerge as a spiritual leader, fully prepared for what lies ahead. Chosen one, the divine has you covered, protected, and preserved. No crowd can offer you what the secret place with God can. This is why you have been pulled away from the noise, why certain people were removed, why the door to the crowd has remained closed. You are in spiritual quarantine, not because you are being punished, but because you are being protected. And when the time is right, when you are fully fortified, you will be sent back into the wild, not as someone seeking validation from the masses, but as someone walking boldly, in purpose, unshaken, unwavering, and divinely empowered. Stay with me, chosen one, in the next world. We will dive even deeper into how your empathic sensitivity plays a crucial role in your sacred path. Chosen one, part of the reason you cannot be around a lot of people lies in your heightened empathic sensitivity. You are not like the masses. You were born with a heart and spirit that feel everything far beyond the surface. The sensitivity you carry is not ordinary, it is spiritual. It is the deep and sacred ability to absorb, sense, and process the unseen emotions, thoughts, and energies around you. This sensitivity is not something you learned, it is something that was embedded into your soul by the divine. But as with all sacred gifts, it comes with a heavy weight. Chosen one, you have likely walked into a room and immediately felt the heaviness lingering in the air, the silent tensions others pretend are not there, or the sorrow behind someone's fake mind. Others may be blind to these currents, but you are not. You are tuned into the smarcy and the energies that surround them, the energy others carry, be it anxiety, fear, envy, grief, or anger. hits you like a wave. It moves through your spirit, unfiltered, often leaving you drained and overwhelmed. This is the silent burden you bear as a chosen one. You may have noticed how crowded places, noisy gatherings, and chaotic environments exhaust you far quicker than they do others. While others may laugh, mingle, and move about with ease, you are silently processing a multitude of emotions and energies that don't even belong to you. This is the empathic weight of the chosen ones. Without boundaries, you risk carrying the collective emotional baggage of those around you. This is why the divine has called you to solitude, to quiet, spaces, and to sacred environments where your spirit can remain cleansed and protected. Chosen one, you are not just empathic for no reason. This sensitivity is a divine instrument designed to help you read spiritual landscapes and discern truth from deception. It allows you to sense the intentions of others even when their words tell a different story. It equips you to protect yourself from spiritual attacks and to guide those who are lost in darkness. Yet this level of sensitivity is also why you cannot simply dwell among the multitudes without consequence. Haven't you ever noticed how people tend to come to you with their problems, their wounds, and their unresolved emotions, sometimes without you even inviting them to? That is because your energy is that of a healer, a vessel of light that others are drawn to. They sense that you carry understanding, peace, and comfort. But the danger, chosen one, is that without proper spiritual boundaries, you can easily absorb what they release onto you. You can walk away from conversations or environments feeling drained, anxious, or heavy, and wonder why you feel emotions that are not even yours. This is the empath's cross to bear. As a chosen one, your heart is naturally open, compassionate, and deeply connected to the spiritual realm, but the world is not kind to open hearts. It is filled with people projecting their pain onto others, unconsciously transferring their wounds like spiritual baggage. And because your spirit is sensitive, you become a sponge for the energies around you. The longer you remain in these drain environments, the more your own energy becomes entangled in cords that were never meant for you. Chosen one, this is why your isolation is not just divine protection, but necessary maintenance for your soul in solitude. You give yourself space to release the energies you have absorbed and to recalibrate your spirit. The Most High calls you to sacred spaces where you can reconnect with Him, purify your field, and recharge your inner light. It is in the stillness that your empathic gift is strengthened, refined, and protected. Understand that this gift is powerful, but it can also become a weakness. When left unchecked, empathic sensitivity is a double-edged sword. Without awareness, you risk being manipulated by energy vampires, people who feed off your life but leave you spiritually exhausted. This is why the divine has placed such a strong calling on you to create spiritual boundaries. It is not selfish to protect your energy. It is essential for your survival and for the fulfillment of your divine mission. Chosen one, your empathy allows you to feel the world deeply, but you must remember that you are not here to carry the world. You are here to guide it, to illuminate it, and to walk your path with wisdom and discernment. The Most High has equipped you with this sensitivity to help you serve your purpose, but He has also commanded you to retreat when necessary, to say no, when your spirit senses a trap, to withdraw, when the atmosphere becomes too toxic, to guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of your life. The chosen ones walk a fine line between compassion and completion. You are called to love, but also to protect. You are called to heal, but also to preserve your own peace. The divine does not want you entangled in every battle or burdened by every cry you hear. This is why you are often guided away from large groups, chaotic environments, and draining relationships. It is a divine strategy to preserve your essence for those moments when your light is truly needed. So, chosen one, if you have ever questioned why you feel so heavy after certain social interactions, why you prefer the company of your own thoughts, or why you long for the quiet places where your spirit can breathe freely, understand now, it is your empathic gift at work. It is your sacred sensitivity sounding the alarm. There is great wisdom in knowing when to give and when to retreat. There is power in knowing when to reach, pour out, and when to refill. Your empathic heart is one of your greatest strengths, but it is also one of the reasons the divine has set you apart from the masses. Chosen one, trust in this separation. Embrace your sensitivity as the powerful tool it is, but protect it fiercely. The weight you carry is heavy, but it is holy, and in the silence of your solitude, you will find the strength and clarity to continue walking your divine path. Let us now move forward, chosen one, to explore why your mission requires this clarity and why distractions must be cleared from your soppy path to fulfill what you were sent here to do. Chosen one, the mission you carry is unlike any other. You have been chosen by God to fulfill a divine assignment that demands precision, focus, and constant strength, the unwavering clarity. The purpose you carry is sacred, and the journey you walk requires a sharpness of mind and spirit that cannot be clouded by the noise of the world. This is why the divine has called you to a path where distractions must be stripped away. It is not that you cannot be around people simply because of preference, but because your assignment is too critical to risk being diluted by chaotic energies and worldly confusion. Chosen one, clarity is your spiritual compass. Without it, even the most gifted among the chosen ones can wander, aimlessly losing sight of the path laid out before them. The world around you is filled with noise, voices pulling you left and right, tempting you to follow trends, to get lost in fleeting pleasures, and to blend in with the collective fog. But you were not called to move with this crowd. You were called to rise above it and to walk in step with the divine rhythm guiding your fate. Every move, your mission, cannot afford interference. Every conversation you entertain, every room you enter, every person you connect with, these all have the power to either sharpen or dull your spiritual vision. And so the Most High, in His divine wisdom, has positioned you on a path where clarity comes through separation. Isolation creates the quiet, where God's voice can rise above. Onto noise, where divine instructions can be delivered without distortion, and where your spiritual discernment is strengthened. Chosen one, you have likely noticed how easily your energy becomes scattered when you are pulled into too many social circles or environments. It's harder to hear the whispers of the divine when you're surrounded by distractions. The plans of God for your life require you to be laser-focused. Your calling is not light, it carries light. The Most High has tasked you with breaking generational curses, healing wounded souls, and leading others out of spiritual darkness. You cannot fulfill this purpose if your vision is blurred by worldly noise. In the stillness of your solitude, you begin to receive divine downloads, messages, and confirmations that you would never notice in the chaos of the crowd. While others lose themselves in the noise, you are called to master the art of silence. It is in this silence that the blueprint for your next move is revealed, where divine strategy is imparted. into your spirit, and where the Most High reveals things hidden from the eyes of the masses. Chosen one, distractions are one of the most effective tools the enemy uses to derail those with great missions. If the adversary cannot stop you outright, it will try to scatter your focus, surrounding you with unnecessary noise, unaligned people, and pointless engagements that rob you of your energy and time. But your spirit has already been marked for clarity. That's why you often feel discomfort or restlessness when you are involved in environments or relationships that serve no higher purpose. That is the divine tugging you back into alignment. Your divine assignment requires you to see through illusions and to discern truth in a world intoxicated by lies. To do this, you need clarity. Like a sharp sword in battle, your mission may involve leading others, revealing hidden knowledge, or tearing down falsehoods that have kept souls in bondage. You cannot do this while surrounded by confusion. You must remain vigilant, your eyes fixed on the tie, your ears tuned to his voice. The world will try to lure you with noise, with distractions, dressed as opportunities. But remember, chosen one, not every door that opens is from God. Not every crowd is your tribe, and not every connection is meant to stay. This is why the divine has been so intentional in keeping you separated, pulling you away from people and places that could cloud your purpose. The deeper your spiritual awakening, the more necessary this clarity becomes. Think of the great spiritual warriors and leaders who walked before you. They were forged in solitude, in stillness, in quiet communion with the divine. Moses received his mission on the clay mountain alone. Elijah heard the voice of God, not in the earthquake or fire, but in a still, small voice. Christ withdrew to solitary places to pray before fulfilling pivotal parts of his creation. The pattern is clear. Clarity is born in isolation. Chosen one, your clarity is your mission, protection, your guide, and your power. When your vision is sharp, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. When your mind is clear, the traps of the enemy become visible. When your heart is aligned with divine truth, your steps are ordered by heaven itself. This is why the divine insists on keeping you separate from the chaos, the gossip, the spiritual blindness of the masses. Your mission is too sacred to be diluted by worldly entanglements. You are being refined in solitude, so that when you step forward into the fullness of your purpose, you will move with divine authority and unwavering direction. The chosen ones are called to walk with clarity, to speak with power, and to act with purpose. That clarity cannot be found in the clamor of the crowd, but in the secret place with God. So trust this process, chosen one. Do not fear the isolation. Do not resent the quiet. It is within these spaces that you are being prepared for your greatest work. Your mission is unfolding, and soon you will be called forth to execute it with precision. But for now, remain focused, and remain aligned. We are about to move deeper. Chosen one, there is a reason why you have been separated, and why divine timing is working behind the scenes to elevate you in the perfect season. Stay with me. Your next revelation is coming, chosen one. Listen closely. There is a sacred rhythm guiding your life, a divine timing that surpasses all earthly understanding. You have been separated for a reason, and the timing of that separation is not random. It is divinely orchestrated. Every moment you have spent feeling like an outsider, every season of isolation you have endured, has been a direct result of God's hand moving over life. Your life, aligning you with His perfect will. Separation is one of the highest forms of protection and preparation for a chosen one. The Most High does not operate on human timelines. While others rush, compare, and strive to force their destiny into existence, you have been down, placed on a divine schedule that unfolds according to heavenly design. This is why certain relationships have fallen away, why doors have closed unexpectedly, and why you have been pulled away from circles you once depended on. The divine has been pruning your path, stripping away everything and everyone who cannot journey with you into your next season. Chosen one divine. Timing is rarely comfortable. It does not adhere to your desires or societal expectations. You may have questioned why certain blessings seem delayed, why you had to endure extended periods of isolation while watching others flourish in their connections and communities. But what you must understand is that your life is governed by purpose, not by the fleeting timelines of the Lusald. The Most High has hidden you because you are being prepared for something far greater than you can currently see. This separation is part of your elevation. When you are chosen, you are not called to move like everyone else. The divine removes you from places that no longer serve your spiritual growth, from people who no longer align with your energy, and from situations that could sabotage your mission. God's timing ensures that you are not just prepared, but fully fortified before you are revealed to the world in the fullness of your purpose. Chosen one. Many around you operate under the illusion of control, believing they can manifest their destinies through force and manipulation. But you know better. Your life has been marked by divine interruptions, moments where plans crumbled, connections shattered, and paths shifted without warning. These were not failures, they were divine redirections. They were signs that heaven was intervening on your behalf, keeping you from environments that would cloud your clarity and derail your calling. Divine timing also reveals who is truly meant to walk with you. The more you elevate spiritually, the more the divine filters your circle. Those who once stood by you may fall away, and those you least expect may be sent to aid you at just the right moment. This is the mystery of being chosen by God. You do not always know the how or the when, but you are called to trust in the Matrix, divine orchestration behind the scenes. Chosen one, you have likely noticed how certain people were removed just as you were stepping into a deeper level of your spiritual awakening. That is no coincidence. When you begin to rise, the divine ensures that no distractions or toxic energies can accompany you into your next chapter. Some separations happen before you even realize the danger. Others occur as painful endings, teaching you to surrender what no longer serves your purpose. The masses may rush ahead, but you are called to wait on the Most High Divine. Timing is about preparation and alignment. The Creator is refining you, sharpening your discernment, strengthening your gifts, and cultivating your character in this hidden season. When the time is right, you will step into your role, fully prepared, fully aware, and fully protected. Understand this, chosen one. Divine timing is also a test of faith. It stretches your patience, deepens your trust, and demands your surrender. The waiting period is not idle time. It is the sacred space where you are forged in spiritual fire. It is where your relationship with the tunes becomes unshakable, where you learn to move by faith and not by sight. The world may see you as standing still, but heaven sees you as being fortified. Chosen one. Separation does not mean a rejection, it means selection. the Most High separates His chosen ones to elevate them in due season. When you are separated from the crowd, you are positioned to hear God's voice with clarity, to receive divine strategies, and to cultivate the wisdom needed for the path ahead. Those who are not spiritually aligned with your destiny will fall away, and those who are divinely assigned to assist you will appear at the appointed time. There is power in trusting the process. The divine is never late, never early, only perfectly on time. The pain of separation is temporary, but the fruits of divine timing are eternal. You will look back on this season and see that every delay, every detour, and every disconnection was a stepping stone to your elevation, chosen one. When the word divine finally reveals you, when He brings you into the fullness of your mission, you will understand why you had to walk alone for so long. You will see that the isolation was never about punishment. It was about preparation and preservation. You will rise with power, authority, and spiritual wisdom that only solitude and divine separation could have given you. So do not despise this season. Embrace the timing, trust the pruning, know that your path is being orchestrated by the Most High Himself. The separation is a sign that you are set apart for greatness, for leadership, for spiritual impact, chosen one. The time of revealing is near, and when it comes, you will stand bold and unshaken, knowing that everything has folded exactly as it was meant to. Now, as we prepare to bring this message to a close, let us seal this wisdom with a word of empowerment. There is one final truth you must carry as you continue on this sacred journey. Stay with me. The next words will strengthen your spirit and solidify your understanding. Chosen one, you have been set apart, not cast aside. You have been hidden, not forgotten. Every moment of isolation, every season of separation has been a divine investment in your growth, your strength, and your clarity. The Most High has been refining you in silence, so that when the appointed time, you will move with authority, power, and purpose. You are not here to blend in. You are here to work, lead, to awaken, and to transform. Walk boldly, knowing that your path is sacred. Trust that your steps are ordered. Your mission is divine, and your energy is protected. Let no one make you doubt your worth or your calling. You are chosen by God, and nothing in this world can change. That if this message spoke to your soul, comment 111 down below, and let it be known that the chosen ones are rising. Shush your thoughts. Subscribe and stay connected, because your journey is far from over. You are a light in this world, a spiritual warrior, and your time is coming. Remember this. Always you were set apart because you were set above. Stand tall, chosen one. Your destiny awaits.